Wayne Voles, Profits Unlimited, with another edition of Road Fuel coming to you live from the GIE Plus Expo here on Turfs Up Radio. And I'm here at the GeoRipper booth with JJ Harris. Man, I'm walking by the booth and I'm like, what the heck is this, man? It's a chainsaw on steroids. But after I asked JJ, I'm like, what is it? He says, man, it ain't a chainsaw. So, hey, he's here to tell us exactly what a GeoRipper is. JJ, take it away, man, because, I mean, how do you explain this?
Well, thanks, Wayne. I appreciate it. It's good to see you again, by the way.
Absolutely, man.
Well, as your listeners know, GeoRipper does look like a chainsaw on steroids, but we are a handheld, portable, commercial-grade trencher. And so what we do is we dig in the dirt. You were talking about narrow width, shallow depth. So anything 27 inches and shallower, anything 2 inches and wider we can do. But the really exciting thing, Wayne, I'm going to tell you about is the new GeoRipper TA. We just unveiled it here at the GIE. It's getting great response. The GeoRipper TA is a trenching attachment. And what that is that if you have a Stihl, a Husqvarna, or a Makita power cutter, cut saw, concrete saw,
right,
you can buy this trenching attachment, and it's a 2-bolt to 3-bolt process of taking the existing cutting arm off your concrete saw. 5 minutes later, you can get that trenching attachment on there. You're off digging like a GeoRipper. Better part is, in 5 minutes, you can take that GeoRipper attachment off and put your cutting wheel back on, and you have a concrete saw again. So now you got one engine, dual purpose.
Dual purposes. So as a contractor, as I am, I can spread that cost over 2 machines versus 1, basically.
Yeah, you get to spread
absolutely.
You get to spread the cost. You get to be able to have a lower cost of entry because of it. And it all fits in the back of a pickup truck or even in the trunk of a Civic.
You're making me feel kind of sad because I just got a GeoRipper. I talked about it all the time on my show. So I thought, man, I'm going to buy one because I thought, man, we were not in the landscape lighting business, but we do a lot of landscaping. And I'm thinking, okay, we're talking about, we do a lot of pop-ups, things like that. And I thought, this thing will work for a pop-up. Because I'm sitting there, we were digging them, shovel digging them. And I'm thinking, okay, you're sitting here talking about this thing all the time. Put the shovel down. Finally, it kicked into me. Wayne, put the damn shovel down. Go get your GeoRipper. And now you're telling me I should have waited a little longer, maybe?
No. I'm not telling you should have waited a little longer. I think you didn't. I think you waited too long, to be perfectly honest. But the original GeoRipper is still completely available, and it's perfectly good use for a lot of people. A lot of people don't need that concrete saw. They're not in hardscape. They don't need to cut concrete tiles or pavers or anything like that industry does a lot of. So there's not a lot of reason to have a dual purpose saw then at that point in time. And you got the 620, which actually the 620 can't be converted because of the way that the cutting arm actually sits. So you've got our most popular saw. That's what you bought, because I remember it. So we still sell more of those than we sell anything else in the world. So you got the right saw for what you're doing.
It's crazy. We talking about them, but until you actually use the thing and see how efficient it is, it's unbelievable. It's like, man, why have we been spading these things this long?
Yeah, exactly. and let's talk about the good part. I know that I've been past the booth over there at Turfs Up Radio here at GIE, and I see Heritage Landscape all over the place. Heritage Landscape has GeoRippers in stock. They can do demos for you. You can see how productive those are at all of their different locations they've got across the country, whether it be down in Texas like Irrigation Station, or Wolf Creek up in Ohio, Automatic in Indiana, HLS Outdoor up in the Minnesota and Wisconsin area, FIS down in Florida, any of the places. There's CPS in Colorado. So make sure to go and check out your Heritage Landscapes guys all across the country on that.
Absolutely. I've got nothing, but good to say about the GeoRipper myself, man. I mean, it's just until you use one, and I'll tell you a quick story. The first job that I bid, hand dig versus GeoRipper, I left a lot of money on the table. Because this is just for our listeners, man, don't sell digging, sell trenching without the damage to the yard of putting something bigger in there that's going to create, because we used to have to go in and either take a skid steer or ditch witch or something, and it was not only the ditch we were putting in or what we were trying to cut in, but then we were having to go back seed, sod, whatever, just from the damage of that. With this, man, it's clean. The dirt's right there. You push it back in a hoe. You're done. No damage. and you're out.
You've got customers, you got clients right now and customers, contractors out there that are looking at, they got to take fences out in order to get their walk behinds into a backyard.
Yeah.
They've got tracks and 200 plus pounds worth of material going across grass on wet grass that's going to rip the whole thing apart.
Absolutely.
The only footprint of a GeoRipper is your footprint.
Your footprint. That's right, Edgy.
It's a great way of going about things. And at minimum, let's talk profits unlimited for a minute. At minimum, you got to be able to bid this thing like you're going to dig it by hand.
Absolutely. And that was the mistake I made. I didn't. I bid it based on the speed of the GeoRipper. I called my buddy Heckabus and I said, hey man, this is my first time. My first time. I need your help. That sounds a little weird, I know, guys, but okay. But I need your help bidding this job. And he says, okay, it's going to take you this long. And I'm like, damn. So then I felt kind of bad about what I was going to charge about it because I was getting the job done so fast. And, you know, it sounds crazy coming from me, you know, the guy that talks about profit all the time, you know. But, hey, you buy this machine, it's crazy how fast you will get jobs done, and the customer doesn't blink an eye because they're thinking that you're going to come out there with a crew with shovels and start digging. It's unreal how they get a look at the product. I know you said Wolf Creek and the other place, Heritage, but so, how they get a look at your on website or what's best?
Yeah, if you don't know who's in your area that you can be able to go to with like the Heritage Landscape Group guys, go onto the website GeoRipper.com. Go find a dealer. If there's not a dealer in your area, you can buy it right there online. You can buy it through Amazon.com, through the website, however you want to do it, whatever works best for you. But whatever you do, come and check it out. Try to get a demo. Try to get out there and see how this thing works and see the productivity, man, because you're just not going to believe how much it's going to do for you and how much profit you can get.
Absolutely. The profit dollars are there with it. Appreciate it, JJ. And, you know, as I always say, I can dig it, you can dig it, we can dig it, they can dig it, she can dig it with the GeoRipper. Call them today or get on their website. You won't be disappointed. Wayne Vose coming to you live from the GIE Plus Expo. We'll talk to you next time.